All right, Olaya, please make your
Papa.
comment.
Yes, the issue of Obasa is now in the black book of the power to be. The issue of executive and legislator can never be overemphasized that there must be checks and balances. So the guy has been checking the executive, he has been checking their SSEs. And in terms of his character may be kind of authoritarian. Not everybody would like you. But what I see is that it's now in the black book because of his political ambition. That is what I'm seeing.
All right.
So since it's now saying he wants to become a governor, that is how he shoots himself on the toe. But all of them, they are all corrupt. Even all the House of Assembly members, including the ones in our constituency, they are all corrupt. What are they doing with their constituency money?
What constituency are you? What constituency are you?
I'm in Nigeria, fellow to local government. Both constituency 1 and constituency 2, they are all corrupt. They have been collecting money from the state executive. What have they been doing in their own locality?
Do you have evidence or do you have a proof for the money being collected?
We have not been seeing anything. They are collecting money. We have not been seeing anything visible. We have not been seeing anything visible. No tangible project. Is sharing 250 JAM form? Is that a project? Is sharing YF form? Is that a project? What's the visible? What's the tangible? You are saying I should show you evidence. Have they not been collecting constituency allowance?
Of course, yeah, they do.
That's the question. So all of them, they are corrupt, and the guy was playing his own role, but because of his political ambition, that was what happened to Emefiele too. Now, Emefiele was a central bank officer, and he said he wanted to become president. That is when he lost guard. Up to now, he's suffering for it. Politics is a very dirty game.
All right, thank you very much.
So thank you.
Thank you very much. I mean,
that the last speaker has a very valid point.
I mean, shooting yourself on the leg because
if you live in a glass house, you don't throw stone. Obasa knows the depth of the corruption in the house that he presides over. He knows the depth of the corruption. All right? And you trying to present yourself as a saint when everybody is like an ostrich.
He hasn't come out to say he was a saint.
No. The attitude that that you are checking you are checking the executive. You want to ensure that there is probity in how the state spends money, which is okay, which is the oversight function of the house. But while doing that, the perception of those who are against him is that you are not totally innocent yourself. You are a very corrupt person too. You are not even doing the same thing you are asking the executive to do in the house. For instance, you saw the allegation that he was paying the wife 10 million every month as salary in the house. And all the cases he had at the EFCC level, and all of that. Now you use one of the allegations against him is that you use 17 billion to erect a gate. And the members are asking.
What kind of gate? I don't know.
You ask me. That's what some of the members said. That they spent 17 billion to erect a gate. What kind of gate would that be? Is it the gate of heaven? So those are some of the issues that people have against him. This attitude of oddity. Yes, it is true that his ambition to be governor may have played a major part too in the drama, in the scenario that is playing out. All right? While I'm not...
Is it bad? Is it bad for a government official to, or probably a politician to...
There is nothing bad in somebody having ambition to be governor of a state. But if you know the way the Lagos system works, it's turn by turn. And the leaders have to select.
That's something. Something happened in other states too, not just about Lagos.
Yes. So we have a very terrible contraption that we call democracy in this country. It's so terrible. You know what you have now. His ambition may have been one of the major reasons why some people decided that let's cut his life short before his political life short before it becomes a problem. And of course, Obasa is beginning to gather weight because of the level of influence he has among traditional rulers, the level of influence he has in the party, and all of that. So all of that put together, and the expansion of his new political kingdom, and the fanaticism of some of his supporters also, and all of that. So he's seen as a threat in some quarters, as that feel that is going to be disruptive of the arrangement they are putting in place
And this
for
is
the governor.
And impeachment was the best solution.
Obviously, now that's the best way to that has been the attitude of APC and the Lagos boys. Let me use that word for the Tinubu caucus in Lagos. That has been the attitude. Okay, you don't jump the gun. You don't overplay the you have seen how that had consumed so many politicians in the past, even in this Lagos state. Like people like Pedro, people like Afikuyomi, and so many other Banire, and so many other people like that. When you are trying to become too big for the leaders, they cut you down. They make sure that they put you where you belong. Especially when your political ideas are not in tangent with the direction they want to go. We saw it happen to Ambode too in Lagos and all of that.
Talking about loyalty. But anyway, something happened during the 2025 budget presentation by the governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. It was being quoted, Obasa was being quoted that those who block the pathway of water must contend with the consequences of a blockage because water will always find its course.
Its level.
I mean, that's being quoted by Obasa.
Yes.
And he also said that when a pathway for free and unhindered communication is obstructed, consequences are inevitable. This aptly describes the event during Babajide, but all of this. He said if the speaker hadn't seized the opportunity of this occasion to say his concern after all of this, what do you think happened in all of this thing during 2025 budget? Do you think that this is part of the issues that have been piling up?
Now, if I may look at it from the perspective of the speaker, all right,
that was him, like an adage,
yes, like that kind of statement is a code to the leaders. It's a code of trouble.
Because during the budget presentation, we have the elder statesmen, a lot of people in the government are always there to witness the presentation. So I mean,
water must always find its level. When you tell leaders that, what you are sending is a signal. And let me tell you this. Now, that particular statement he made is offensive to the leaders. And some of them know that where that is going. Because if you remember, in 2022, the same Obasa attempted to leave that house, to vie for the office of the Senate. Okay? And it was not permitted. It was not allowed by the forces that be at that time. He was prevented from launching out. And eventually the person they now picked was his deputy.
Barrister, let me put it to you.
Yes.
As you heard now, as a barrister of the law, and you say, okay, you want to be the chief judge, probably in Lagos or in Nigeria.
Yes.
Is that a bad ambition?
It is not. But if you know the way their system works, the Tinubu
What system?
The Tinubu
is it about Tinubu system or about the country's
It's about Tinubu system. Tinubu owns Lagos. And he has elders he had put in charge. The Governor's Advisory Council. And it's whatever they want, that's what happens in Lagos. They determine the political trajectory of anybody. And if you want to move above what you are expected to, the capacity they think or the position they think you should vie for, of course you face the consequences. When he made that statement in their house, what he was telling them is that whether with or without them, he is going to find his level. That's the indication. And of course, he must have been talking as out of that experience he had before, where he tried to vie for the Senate, okay, and he was prevented from. And eventually, Wasiu Eshilokun that was picked happens to be somebody who is more like politically beneath him. So obviously, that kind of to him is an injustice. And he feels that the leaders are not doing what is right in giving what is due to each person. That kind of a thing. So that may have also been the reason why he's interested in the office of the governor, and he's been doing it, he's been saying it, and he has not hidden it. And of course, the rumor that the powers that be are bringing the son of the president, Seyi Tinubu, as the next governor of Lagos State. So already he's on a part of opposition.
He hasn't come out to say it himself, man.
Yeah, obviously, but everybody knows that it's on a part of collision with the powers that be. So if they are all planning to bring the son of the president, Seyi Tinubu, and you are saying that no matter what anybody is doing, you will see those who try to block your way, you will still find your level and all of that. That's a code of suggestion. That's an auto suggestion. And you know the way they respond, sharp. These guys they act sharp.
All right, Lagos, you can be part of this conversation. Let's hear from you, your comments and also observation in all of this conversation today on Spotlight on Super 92.7 FM. Call us 0903 714 2798. 0903 714 2798 or 0705 890 4927. 0705 890 4927. Other lines 0805 092 0927. Other lines 0805 092 0927. Don't forget, you can send us messages via WhatsApp. You can send us direct messages via WhatsApp on 0705 690 0927. 0705 690 0927. Right, yesterday conversation is on. But do you think Obasa will face legal prosecution, or is this likely to remain a political move without further consequences?
Well, it all depends on how he takes this impeachment. If he takes it posteriorly, then obviously they will go after him.
Take the house to court or something.
Yes. If he tries to contest it, or he tries to make trouble for those who have decided this, then obviously he will go more deeper into the problem. You know, but if he accepts his fate and he remains loyal and is subservient to the powers that be, then he may not have any problem.
But what impact could this political?
It's unfortunate. That's the way politics is played in Lagos. You know, it's almost a hegemony thing. You know, it's almost an exclusive club, you know, of people. And for you to get into any circle, you must submit your intellect. You must submit your political career to some other people to dictate. And a lot of sycophancy goes into it. You know, you have to be subservient, you have to be sycophantic to the leaders and all of that before they can recognize you. And you have to do a lot of dirty jobs for them to recognize you as a loyal son and all of that. It's a very terrible situation we have in Lagos.
A very terrible situation indeed. What impact could this political development have on governance and stability in Lagos State?
There's almost zero governance in Lagos, despite all that you see all around and all those efforts they are making. The only thing they call governance is when they run after the members of the public, you know, or they want to extort money from the public. That's what they see. They call it compliance, enforcement, and all of that. But when you really look at it, you know, it's pure extortion. Lagos is under oppression. A lot of taxes, a lot of levies. The government, Lagos State government, by the Lagos State government, a lot of taxes, a lot of levies, a lot of inhuman treatment to Lagosians. You know, who wants to live their ordinary life. You see it all over the state. They call it enforcement and all of that. If you go to Alausa now, you find that there's the way they maul people into prison, into cell, and all of those things. Those things are the untold stories of Lagos that people don't know. But all over you see it. People are arrested for every now and again, you know, and all of that. So all of these things go on, and most of those cosmetic projects you see in Lagos, it doesn't provide employment. It doesn't provide. The youths are not properly engaged. The only thing they engage them for is for political purpose, for election and all of that. And once they give them money for election, after the election, they disperse them. You see them on the streets all over Lagos. There's no plan for anybody. So for all of those cosmetic projects they are doing successively, to me, I see it as an avenue to enrich pockets.
How can this be tackled? Is there where we could tackle this, or we have to wait till 2027?
The people of Lagos have to look for change. There should be a change in the governance of Lagos State. The same people have been running this state. The same group have been running this state for how long now? and there is a need for a new set of government in Lagos State. And I say this without minding words. The group that had been running the affairs of Lagos have turned it into almost an estate, a personal estate, that you can't even complain to them to correct certain things. You know, they feel, who are you to tell us what to do? That kind of a thing. And of course, if you go all over the street, you saw what happened before the governor was re-elected. Someone who was re-elected. All the promises they were making, to the point that even some of the vehicles that were seized from Lagosian, confiscated, they started begging people to come and collect them back.
Yeah.
They started reducing the cost of things in Lagos State. They reduced taxes, levies, and all of that, just because they wanted to be voted for. And immediately they were voted in. What happened? It's even worse now than what we had then. So that tells you the kind of thing that we're having in Lagos. It's not about the people. The governance of Lagos is not about the people. It's about the interest of those who will power, unbridled power. And that's why we are having this problem.
Well,
because many of them are rookies of the person that controls Lagos, who is our president. The president controls Lagos.
Anyway, okay, we're still talking about the impeachment and all of this. Do you think that this will promote accountability within the Lagos State House of Assembly? Does it seem to be like
it's a political thing? It's not about accountability, transparency, and all of that. Even those who are making those allegations,
that's what they are like.
Even those who are making those allegations against Obasa that is corrupt, are they not corrupt? Have they not been part of the system? Have they not been sharing the booties? Before now,
maybe you didn't hear him while he was speaking. I mean, he said that this will definitely, rejig the.
He's not going to rejig anything. It's just going to be business as usual. It's just that a new sheriff is in town. Somebody else is managing the affairs of the house. They will reconstitute all those committees again.
First female speaker.
Yes, they will reconstitute the committees again, and life will continue the way they have been doing.
Let's hear from him.
It's just a change of pattern, and it's only that is constant. So change is inevitable. The members of the parliament today has decided to change the leadership of the house. And the constitution made it clear that the house has the power to regulate its proceedings. So the members of the house felt they've had enough of the Right Honorable Mudashiru Ajayi Obasa, and today we have unanimously agreed that Right Honorable Mojisola Miranda Laspat become the new Speaker of the House. So it was a resolution concurred to by all members of the Parliament, and so be it. And Honorable Fatai Mojid Adebola as the Deputy Speaker of the House of Assembly. And as we speak, all the principal position has been dissolved and all the standing committee has been dissolved. So the House, as you can see, we have resolved to work together and ensure that we move the Parliament to the next level. We cannot open our eyes and allow this Parliament to dwindle. We hold the constituents a duty, and we hold Lagos State a duty of ensuring that the sanctity of the House and the integrity of this House is restored. And that is why we have all unanimously agreed to carry out this action to save our image and save the state.
Barrister, you headed there, saving the image, sanctity of the House. I mean, it's about...
That's a political statement. It is all political statement. Nothing is going to change. Just as I was saying earlier on, one of the big problem of the former speaker was that most of the things that he was opposing, most of the policies, laws, and directive from the governor that comes to the house that he was opposing, he probably did not realize that it's not even the governor that is the promoter of most of those things. Some of it are handed over to the governor as what should happen. And when you oppose those policies and those ideas and laws, what you are doing is you are not opposing the governor. You are opposing the people that are above the governor, the people that controls the governor, who are interested in those policies and principles. So when Obasa seems to be doing what looks like an oversight function, trying to cut down, trying to say no to this, no to that, and all of that, he must have thought that it is the governor that is trying to checkmate. But politically, technically, what he's doing is fighting against the fathers, the great fathers who controls things. So that's where he got into trouble. And of course, one of the allegations against him also is that he walked out on the governor at the GAC and all of that. That tells you that it's all about politics. It's not about Lagos people. It's not about change. It's not about probity or accountability or transparency and all of those things that the House is trying to tell us is the reason for the impeachment. No, it's not about it.
All right, Lagos, so let me take you through history that Obasa's removal in the state, Lagos State, makes it 20 states that have experienced termination of tenure of their speakers. We have 4 out of these 20 states have had to change the head of their lawmakers twice. Edo, Ekiti, Kebbi, and also Ondo State. Abia had also removed their speaker in May 2023 after 18 of the 24 members signed for his impeachment. Anambra also did the same. Felon right Rita Madagu was also impeached in November 2018 as 22 out of 30 members of the state assembly affected a removal. Bayelsa also was not left out. In Benue also 2018 their speaker was removed. He's now the commissioner for youth and sports development in the state, but he was removed the speaker as in 2018. Titus Uba was elected as new speaker after vote of no confidence. In Borno State also there were impeachment in 2012 by the speaker. In Delta State also Monday Ibuya was also removed in May 2017 following a vote of no confidence by 22 lawmakers. Also in Ebonyi State, Chukwuma Nwazuku was also impeached in July 2014 by 2/3 majority of the House. In Edo State also, Victor Edoro was also removed in 2016 by 16 out of 24 members of the Assembly. She was the first. Elizabeth Ative was replaced there, and then she was the first female speaker in Edo State, just like we have a first female speaker in Lagos State right now. Also in Ekiti State, Kola Oluwawole was also impeached in October 2018 along with his deputy. Wow. Shino and Animal, they were removed by 14 members of the House. In Gombe State, Abubakar Ibrahim was impeached in November 2020. Yes, he also emerged. Abubakar Lugarewo emerged as the new speaker. In Imo State, there were also impeachment in 2021. 19 out of 27 members were also signed the impeachment. In Jigawa State, Idris Garuba was removed in January 2017. In Kano State, Yusuf Fagore suffered impeachment in 2011. And then in Katsina State, Aliyu Sabiu Muduru was also ousted in 2017 by 23 out of 34 members. Then in Kebbi State, 12 out of 24 members of the Assembly impeached Azan Shala. That's in 2015. That's in Kebbi State. Then in Niger State, Adamu Usman was impeached in 2015, May 2015. 18 out of 27 members impeached Adamu Usman in Niger State. And then we also have one just our neighboring state here in Ogun State. That's on January 2024. Olakunle Oluomo was impeached. 18 out of 27 members. That impeachment was done, I think, in an hotel. It was done in an hotel. Is that right?
Oh, well, part of the drama, the comedy of error that we find in the country. It's unfortunate. And some of the time...
Impeaching a speaker in a hotel room.
Well, there have been speakers who were impeached in the governor's lodge.
That is still, official in a way. Governor's lodge is still official in a way. But when you say an hotel room... taking an official assignment to an hotel room.
That's the kind of democracy we practice in this country.
Nigeria, my country.
Yes.
Anyway, Ondo State also, there were also impeachment done there in 2016 when Honorable Jumoke Akindele was sent packing in 2016. Also, we have in Plateau State in 2021, October 2021, in Habok, Ayuba was ousted in 2021, October 2021, by 16 out of 24 members. Then we have Taraba State, 17. Finally, Taraba State, 17 out of 24 members impeached Isifanos Bana in 2013, where he was replaced by Aruno. I mean, he was even forced to resign. He later came out to say he was forced to resign in 2014. All of this, observe that it has to be probably a number of members of the assembly. Why that? I mean, according to the law.
Yeah, obviously, it's the members that have the right to impeach their own leaders.
The numbers. Why?
The numbers would vary based on the political involvement of those members, and particularly most of the time, it's all about self-interest. It's not much about the interests of the people of the state. It's about the interests of the godfathers, essentially, mostly, sometimes, and then sometimes the influence of the governor. Okay, then the influence. Then you now come to the influence of the members themselves. Okay, most times the least of it is the interest of the state, of the people of the state. They don't impeach speakers because there are some bills that they feel they should have been passed, or there are some benefits that the people should get that the speaker blocked, and all of that. It's usually about political interest, benefit sharing in the house, all right, allocation of committees, and the disgruntled and the winners, trying to play out their interest in the house. All of these are the things that stifles the functioning of the houses of assembly. So you find that most of those frictions come in out of self-interest, interest of the interplay of interest in the state, particularly either between the governor and the legislature, or between the legislature and their leadership, most times.
Well, Obasa was in his third term as speaker.
Yes, he's been there for
you should make it 10 years now.
Yes.
That's a long time anyway. It's a very, very long time. But still, let's go on the conversation. Don't forget, you Lagos, you can be part of this conversation right here, talking about the impeachment of the speaker, I would say the former speaker, Mudashiru Obasa. Well, we have a message here. Good morning. We have we're finished in this country until Lagos come out to vote these people out. One day, the president's grandson will become governor of Lagos State. God help us. Yeti from Anthony. Okay. Don't forget, you can also send in your messages right here on the Spotlight. 0705 690 0927. 0705 690 0927. That's for WhatsApp. Yes, so WhatsApp messages 0705 690 0927. Call us on 0903 714 2798. 0903 714 2798. Or 0705 890 4927. 0705 890 4927. The other lines to call is 0805 0805 092 0927. 0805 092 0927. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, please call the other lines 0705 890 4927. 0705 890 4927 or 0903 714 2798. 0903 714 2798. All right, Barrister, I mean, we all of this drama coming up. Let's pick this call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello? Hello, good morning. Hello?
Hello.
Good morning. Can you hear us, please? Okay, guess you're not ready for us. Okay, the number is 0903 714 2798. 0903 714 2798. I mean, Barrister, what role do you think opposition parties and civil society organization played in bringing this issue to light?
We have a very weak opposition party, particularly in Lagos State. That's why all of these things had continued over the years. Although one also understands that there had been attempt by this group that controls Lagos, that is controlling Lagos now, to infiltrate and make sure that there is no opposition.
What group is that?
The Tinubu family. The Tinubu family.
When
I say Tinubu family,
he was a governor of Lagos.
Yes.
There could be.
He is the godfather of Lagos. It's not just the governor of Lagos. You know, he was given governor emeritus after he left office. Okay. And he had been the one choosing successive governors of Lagos State.
How do you know that?
No. It's common knowledge.
Hello, sir.
All right, let's hear from caller. Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir. Olaya calling back from Ajegule.
Olaya, please quickly.
Yeah, the Tinubu family the lawyer is talking about. It's not all about Tinubu family, nuclear family. He's talking about the family that he has created since 1999. Let me give you, for instance, they have people that they call G8. They control all the area in Lagos State. The one that is controlling our own area now in Ajegule to Badagry is Oluwa. His son is the House of Assembly member. He installed chairman. As I'm talking to you now, he want to install his son as a chairman in this local government now. So they have them everywhere in Koshofe, in Lekki and everything. So they are the people that we decide with Tinubu. They always have meetings, secret meeting. This Obasa that they remove, I can tell you, is political. They are those G8, they have sat down to make the plan and they control the state. They control the governor. You understand? So when we are talking about Tinubu controlling, it's not Tinubu per se. They have the family, the caucus. This man, what's he called? This man, Eleganza is part of them. Do you
have an evidence to say, or how will you say that the government is being controlled?
I'm telling you now that from Ajeromi Felodun to Badagry, there's a man they call Rabiu Oluwa. He's the one controlling the political affair. Go and do your research and confirm. I'm telling you evidentially. His son is the constituency 1 Ajeromi Felodun, which is my friend Sabudi Akombi Oluwa, constituency 1, as I'm talking to you now. And his son is about to become the chairman in 2025, as I'm talking to you now. So it's enough evidence for you to go and confirm, not me coming out to go and confirm any evidence. I'm telling you what is happening. So the family we are talking about is not literally this nuclear family. We are talking about the G8, old men. The man I'm talking about, he was the former chairman of this our local government when my father was alive. He was my father's friend. Up till now, he's still controlling. Now, his power is now extended from now here to Badagry, choosing chairman to any political office holder. Likewise, other places. But I'm telling you, this one that I know clearly, evidently, as I'm talking to you now.
All right, thank you very much.
So that is my evidence.
All right, thank you very much for this, for your time and your comment on the show. Okay,
the young man that just finished speaking, I took it out of my mind. When I was saying family before he came in, thank God you have heard what he said. You know, there is a political family network that controls all the system in Lagos, from every part of Lagos, you know, and they have that structure there. And above that structure, the highest is what you have, what is called the GAC, the Governor's Advisory Council. Yeah. You can imagine a group of people will be telling the governor what to do.
Could that be?
Above that,
could that be? That's not telling the governor what to do. I mean, I'm not.
I'm telling you what is happening. That's what.
Saying, yes. You know, it's a general. When you have, it's just like the president having, you know, the special advisors and.
They are not official. That's why there is a problem. There is not a constitutional function. There is no statutory. There is no statutory formality to it. Okay, it is an amorphous body that exists without any legal backing. So and that takes away the right of the governor to do what he wants to do for the people of Lagos. That's the problem behind this thing. Now you create a setup that does not allow the governor the discretion to control his state, to do what he is supposed to do for the people.
Could that what was being played out?
So these people reap the benefit of the state. They control who becomes commissioner, they control who becomes senator in the state, they control who becomes members of the House of Assembly, they control who becomes the what do you call it, even PAMSEC official positions. If you don't have the letter or support of these men, you cannot become a PAMSEC. There is a rat race in Lagos to become PAMSEC. You have to know these people.
All right, let's pick the call. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Quickly, you have 60 seconds, please.
I'm calling from Lagos Island.
All right, what's your name?
Femi.
All right, Femi, please go ahead. Quickly.
What that guy said was really right about the matter, because most of all these people are controlled. That's why you realize that some things they don't really do it. And they have other big people that control Lagos State. That was what really happened to Ambode. That was why they took him out of the way. Because those people are the people that they talk. This is what we want, this is what they want them to do. Because they are powerful people in the line. They've been in the government for so many years, talking to everybody. Even they have power to call the governor to come and meet them. And you see, all these things cannot move Lagos State up. But people don't know all those things on the ground. So he's really saying the right thing. He has really done his research very well. He has done the research very well. He really touched the point. Because there's nothing you can do to it in terms of all these things.
All right.
And again, there's a beef on all these, on this Obafsa things. He has a beef on him. People don't really like him and all those things. And he believes that he has more power than all those things, all those people. Even the governor, he believes he has been in the government before the governor. That's why he walked away.
All right. Thank you very much for your time and your comment. Yes, to everyone who has been part of this conversation right here on Spotlight on Super 92.7 FM. Thank you very much for being part of the show. And our guest right here in the studio, Barrister Deji Olaleye, public affairs analyst, a lawyer, and a university lecturer. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
I mean, it's a wonderful time.
Well,
we just hope that these things will move Lagos forward.
Obviously.
I mean,
it's just a dream we all have. We hope that dream will not turn into nightmare in the next few years.
Definitely, it won't. I mean, the president has a good foresight for the nation, and we just hope that things will. Amen. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Lagos. See you again tomorrow, same time, same station, 7:30 from the pages down to 9 a.m. My name is Michael Inyang. Have a beautiful day.
Super FM, Radio Safe Haven.
Hey, Brekete, don't pass Brekete with Glow Brekete 10X. Talk true. Yes, so with Glow Brekete 10X, every naira they count. Now, why you fit count on Glow for 10 times the value of your recharge, whether na voice or na data? Glow Brekete 10X, now the correct plan we go switch you, your family and your friends join. Hey, oh yeah, he never finish yo. Glow Brekete 10X go summon you one-time welcome bonus of 1,000 naira, double data bonus, and even bonus night data. Everything Brekete with Glow Brekete 10X. If you want to enjoy Brekete 10X, what do you they wait for? Rush go any Glow World building, kiosk, or activation center. Go collect your own Glow line. Or dial *301# to jolly. Make every naira count. Count on us for 10 times the value of your recharge with Brekete 10X. Glow, powering ambition.
Glow Unlimited.
Every person in my life deserves breakfast. Brother me deserves all the nourishment he can get. Mama Nkechi Unko, she has such a big heart. She deserves a breakfast that can nourish her. And let's not forget my little sister. This Peak Mini is just her size.
There's nourishment for you with the Peak Mini Pack. Peak. Reach for your peak.
Have you been looking for avenues to reach a global audience? Would you like your business to reach your target audience and people from all walks of life? Call our commercial lines on 0816 41